Welcome to Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-zip right now in the series. No panic, though, yet. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And our sideline reporter, Doris Burton. We'll see the New York Knicks taking on Boston. You look at the Celtics. Guys, win after win, they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. One sweep after another.
And guys, basically, I think they locked this series up with a win here tonight. They've taken the momentum, winning those first two on the road. Now on their home court, they're right where they want to be.
You'd have to think so, partner. I mean, they have a major upper hand in the series right now. The crowd can feel it too, so that's a bonus. They know what this game can do for their guys, and they're keyed up to make it happen.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got DJ Augustine. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Howard. New York shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That free throw good from Porzingis. And he makes both free throws.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Thomas kicks to Smith. And here comes Augustine leading the fast break. That one goes. Count it. Augustine's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Augustine against Thomas. Inside. And stolen by Howard. And a fast break now for New York.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. They set the pick. Pass to Mickey. Kicks it to Azili. Thomas against Augustine. Here's Mickey from 17 feet out. And the jumper is on the mark.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Batum against Anthony. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer Augustine. The rebound by Azili.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The dish to Howard. They set the pick. Here's Perkinson. Drills the three-pointer. He has 5.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 6. Outside for Batum. From outside the arc. Thomas's shot is off. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Augustine kicks to Anthony. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Celtics trail by 4. Upside Thomas. Azili the pass to Batum. Here's Mickey. He's guarded by Howard. Back to Thomas. That's a 2 from Smith. Knicks with the rebound. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle. It's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Here's Thomas after New York gets the 3. To the middle. Here's Azili. That's tipped. Outside Anthony. He kicks to Augustine. Back to Anthony. Shoots it. The shot no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. And And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Batum throws it down.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. So both teams making some changes here. A minute 42 left here in the first quarter. Rose against Augustine. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
He doesn't get the second one. New York leading by 6. Here's Robinson. Excellent D there from Allen. To the inside. In the jam by Ajinça.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
He told me they can't dwell on the first 2 games. However, even though the series may have a long way to go, he did use the term, quote, must win when describing this game. With no room for error, he's probably right. This series is over if they don't win it tonight, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Now, here's Ajinça. Gortat with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gortat's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Akwebu, guarded by Green. Just 5 on the clock. Akwebu goes back up. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Here's Green. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 1 second left, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Knicks lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
They pulled all the strings to get me here, and I wanted to be here. And yeah, I want New York to be that place where guys want to come play in New York, you know, and I want to retire in New York. I mean, let's just be quite frank.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Trevor Booker. He's out there with Anthony. Robinson is out there with Gortat. The Knicks leading by 7. Outside Anthony. There's a screen by Gortat. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony drives in.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first. J.R. Smith's checked in for Boston. The Knicks also changing it up. Howard's checked in for Gortat. And it's Porzingis in for Booker. Celtics trail by 8. Batum dishes to Thomas. The 15-footer, good. Thomas got 8 points.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
New York moving it around. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Batum. There's a good screen. And Thomas has it in the corner. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Smith's shot is good. Now here's Anthony. 6 points for him. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Rebound by Ajinça. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. J.R. Smith on top. The Knicks leading by 6. Robinson drives in. Got a hand on it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Passes it to Howard. And he jams it with authority.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Celtics trail by 8. Thomas kicks to Ajinça. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Batum passes to Thomas. Smith on the wing. A beautiful reverse layup. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest. He decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And so here is New York. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Rebound by Smith. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Thomas kicks to Smith. Offline with his 3.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Robinson with it. Now Thomas defending. A nice shot by Howard.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points for him, and that one's good. Ajinsa's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Anthony with the screen on Smith. Over to the wing. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And the Knicks making a change here. And Anthony drops them both.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Mickey can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the shot is good.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Outside, Green. Pass to Augustine. There's the pick. Augustine setting the pick for Anthony. And here's Green outside. And Boston with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They swipe it. And here comes the break. Ball going up court. Rose. Good.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Anthony against Allen. Anthony dishes to Gortat. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Knicks lead by 10. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Green. Off the inbound, no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Knicks out front, up by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first half. What does their contribution mean to this team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA. And when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, it makes it a tough team to beat. And just hoping we can keep that up.
It certainly takes some pressures off the starters. Melo, thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Checking out New York. They've come out with the clear intention of turning this series around. Down 2-0, this is basically their last chance to salvage the series, and so far it looks like they're up to the challenge. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team, keeping those turnovers down. That's the big factor.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Anthony was playing great. He's got 8 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Smith is out there with Thomas. Then there's Batum. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Mickey in at the 4 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Anthony. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. 5 to shoot. He's looking for Howard and finds him. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And it's 8 points for Dwight Howard.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Thomas against Augustine. Thomas passes to Ezeli. Fades back. Count that one. Ezeli's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Anthony. 8 points for him. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Shoots from the baseline. Howard misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Smith outside. Thomas a screen. Smith right side. Picked his pocket. And a fast break now for New York. Drops in the breakaway layup. 7 points in the game.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Robinson's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And there's the pass to Ezeli. Perkinson, defended by Batum. To the middle, there's a screen.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. The Knicks leading by 12. To the inside, Porzingis. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 5 assists in the game. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
For New York, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Howard with a screen on Thomas. Here's the teardrop, and he gets it to go. Augustine's got 7 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th. Consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Over in the corner, Batum. It's hauled in by